Are you all okay? I only realised 5 minutes before we went on that we're opening the whole festival. No pressure. So yeah, it's lovely to be back at Shrewsbury. We always love this festival. It's a very special one. And the last time we played here was before COVID, and also before we had a little boy, Flynn. And he's actually nearly 4 years old now, and he's got a big head of blonde curls, and he's lovely. So yes, a lot's happened in the last few years, and during that period we also managed to write an album. It took us a long time, due to said curly-haired child, but we did it, and we still can't believe we did. And it came out in April. It's called Cloudhead. So we wrote quite a lot about that time. And the first one that we're going to sing now is the first song from the album, and it is all about parenthood, and it's called Worn Out and Full of Wonder.
A cry signals morning, biscuit-haired child, brighter than sunshine, my turn so tired. Your older mothers are gripping the sides, composure all of asunder, worn out and full of wonder. 1, 2, 3, waltzing so easily. 3, 2, 1, 2 mothers under one sun, worn out and full of wonder. Boundlessly buoyant, hijacked canoe, attacking the oars as we take turns to snooze. Bend in the river, stronger the pull, Niagara just round the corner, worn out and full of wonder. 1, 2, 3, we're waltzing so easily. 3, 2, 1, 2 mothers under one sun, worn out and full of wonder. Solitary magpie, his eye meets mine, cautious, curiously pecks at my mind. Inclement weather, it's too late to nest, in spite and despite the warnings, worn out and full of wonder. Worn out and full of wonder, twirling amidst the thunder, worn out and full of wonder. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good night, little crumb. Can we start again? I
Yeah.
got that completely wrong. Good night, little crumb. Sleep well outside your mummy's tum. And we'll see you again in the mornings. There'll be coffees and fruit and maybe an egg. And we'll all be together in the dawnings. Good night, sleep tight. Oh. We didn't write any proper songs during lockdown, but we wrote a lot of silly little songs for Flynn. And that was when Flynn was in Mummy Hydes's tummy. And we used to sing that to him every night. And we sing it to him now and he goes, "Stop singing. I don't like it." So there we go. We have a music critic in the making. Yeah. We're going to take you back home with us now to Golka, if that's all right, in the Combe Valley. And this was during lockdown when our little boy was only 5 months old. And every morning he would wake quite early, as you can imagine. And we'd go in and pick him up and everything. And out the window, we would see some of the first dog walkers walking past our house because we were on a dog walking route. And as you know, a lot of people, maybe yourselves included, decided to buy dogs during lockdown. And we found it interesting that one of our neighbours, Matthew, who's always had dogs, he has a rescue dog, usually, and this one was called Ted. And we'd see him and Ted walking past the house. And what was unusual about them was that they seemed to be in complete harmony. There was a joint respect. Ted would never be on a lead. He was an Alsatian dog. And we loved seeing them, didn't we, walking past? And just before lockdown, we were seeing pictures of Ted and Matthew, his owner, up in the Highlands of Scotland on mountains and things like that. And what stark contrast to some of the people who had got dogs during lockdown and were taking their dogs out for a walk. And it was interesting holding Flynn and seeing them coming past, being dragged by the dog. Or one of the things we'd hear quite a lot is this: "Colin! Colin, come back!" And that was to the owner, actually. But yeah, this song is about the small. It's about a small thing that we saw that kind of impacted on us, and we felt we had to share it with you because it says something much bigger. Because during lockdown, Ted started to get really frail and old, and we were fortunate enough to see, with our little boy, we had Flynn in the sling, and we were up on Bolster Moor near us. And we saw Matthew taking Ted for his last walk. And he was actually holding Ted's back legs to allow him to walk a few more steps. And so this song is about love, really. It doesn't... And I'm glad there's some dogs in the audience who will understand the dog speak that is a sort of subliminal thing running through this song. So this is... for all you dogs out there. Yeah.
Good timing.
Yeah. Yes, that one. Yeah, that's Cynthia. Yeah. Yeah. Ted says hello. This is Matthew and Ted. Sorry, love. It's you that starts, isn't it?
Distracted by the dogs.
waking up in the half light, our baby's feet above his head, awake to a new day. Matthew and Ted, heading up the back road, deep into the woods, symphonic chorus, whilst others dream of work, familiar tread in the high north. Ted's adventure begins whilst our son dandles in his sling, a scene of good weather. Ourselves and boy take shape. Ted runs unfettered, steep summits reached, as our little laddie sleeps. We're all animals searching for a lead, someone to follow home, belong and be. Sun warms the trodden as we witness Ted's last day, unable, his back legs gave way, looking at his faithful friend and trusting in his gaze. Tenderly carried, whilst our boy takes his first steps any day, any day, any day, 'cause we're all animals searching for a lead, someone to follow home, belong and be. All animals searching for a lead, someone to follow home, belong and be. And we talk and wonder, this most tender of men, no need to overpower his best friend. When I think of love, and I ask what love is, I think of Matthew and Ted. Matthew and Ted. Thank you very much, Matthew and Ted. Woof woof.
close to familiar perch, the tree I can see from my window, complicated cadences sung easily. All this wing to me. Most days perched up that tree, more familiar than family. For in that space I am safe. Branches hold me more frequently than her. I don't sing for others yet, though the calls and cries unsanitized claw at the carrion trapped inside, claw at the carrion trapped inside. Its way through my middle age, the song thrush calls. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. We are so happy to be here at well, I say Shrewsbury, so I'm sticking with that. It's
What
so
do you
lovely
say?
to be. What do you say? Shrewsbury.
You say Shrewsbury, you say Shrewsbury. You say tomato, you say tomato.
The weather is beautiful, and we've got so many happy memories of playing here with the Passerine, with Coven, and just together, me and her.
And Nick Jones.
Oh, yeah? Do you remember that? Happy memories. Well, Heidi.
And Lucy.
Lucy who?
Who didn't more than we even remembered.
Lucy
Ward.
Yes,
Lucy
of
who?
course. All right. Oops.
Lucy who? It wasn't that long ago.
No, it wasn't.
We have had a baby since then,
We
so
have.
everything pre then is gone from memory.
Yeah, and I'm in perimenopause brain. Yeah, so if you ask me anything, don't expect a kind of logical answer. Right, Heidi, get your PowerPoint out.
Just a minute.
Yeah.
You think I'm joking, don't you? Well, so this album, the new one, is called Cloudheads. And it's not actually about living in the Pennines, although it is quite hilly and cloudy up there. Although we have got a song a bit about that, but the song is actually about something that I was called as a child, a cloudhead. And I was told that my head was on another planet. I was away with the fairies. It's quite a nice place to be in, actually. And I was also told that I wasn't streetwise. Now, I still to this day don't really know what streetwise means. Belinda's got a theory on it.
Yeah, in my head, It's somebody with on roller skates with like a Walkman on, Sony Walkman. But I think that's from the 1980s, isn't it, really? And it's not suede from then.
Well, I wasn't that anyway, but I think what was meant was that I wasn't supposed to go out by myself or cross the road or anything like that, because I would go in totally the wrong direction. I would cross the road at totally the wrong time. And Belinda says she still has to sort of put reins on me around, busy roads. Which is not a compliment when you're nearly 43 years old, but I'm still here, so I must be doing something right. And also another thing, another big key, really, signpost was that I was called the Princess and the Pea. Do you remember that? Do you remember the Princess and the Pea?
I think there's people identifying with you. Yes, I'm like that. Yeah.
Oh, well, it was because apparently I'd be able to feel a pea underneath 30,000 mattresses. I just thought I had a lumpy mattress. But so all these things sort of added together. And, in the 80s, when I was going to school, there wasn't really much understanding of what we now see as neurodivergence. And it wasn't until, actually, in the 30s, when me and Belinda were watching an incredible programme on Netflix, which we do a lot. We're a bit obsessed with Nordic crime dramas. Especially The Bridge. Did anybody see The Bridge? And we were watching it and we really loved the main character, Saga Norren. And we even named our van after Saga. And Belinda said, I've got it. You're like her. Very literal, always putting your foot in it. A bit strange social skills. The compliments just keep flowing.
Sorry, Heidi.
And it was never explicitly said that Saga was Asperger's, and because that's what they called it at that point when we were watching it. Then it was still called Asperger's, and then they called it high functioning autism, and now we put it all under the autism umbrella. Well, actually, no. Now we call it neurodivergence. I cannot keep up with the language, so bear with me. This is why I need a PowerPoint behind me. You see, I'm quite comfortable with lists and things like that. So actually, I did in 2020, after Flynn was born, go for an assessment, and they were like, "Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, how blunt do you want me to be?"
They actually said that.
She did. She said, "Oh, you didn't even need to do the assessment, love." Just walked in. And likewise, Belinda. So actually, on the same day, we were both told we were autistic, which was quite something.
Oh, thank you. Oh.
Thank you very much. And a lot of things made sense from that point.
Yeah.
A lot of our histories made a lot more sense.
Yeah.
And of course, the obsession with music is a big one. And actually, people ask us now, because we talk about it on stage, what do you think it's been a good thing, getting that label, getting that diagnosis? And I say, oh yeah, absolutely. It's a huge relief. You just get a lot more understanding about yourself and tools to help yourself and things like that. So we thought we'd actually, something that's helped us as well is to write about it, and finally to write a song about it. And that was it's actually one of the most enjoyable songs we've ever written. And we get a lot of younger sort of women especially coming up to us now after the shows and really wanting to talk about it, which is fantastic, and it feels like a really lovely way of putting something back, really. If we can be a voice for other younger neurodivergent women, then that feels really, really great for us, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So this is Cloudheads. I've put my PowerPoint presentation away now because I will talk about it all night because I'm very passionate about it. That could have been another clue, couldn't it? But this is Cloudheads. Between the lines, I'm princess and the pea. Awkward, itchy, dopey. Smile and say hello. You think I've understood. Lifetime learning
how to be good, to pass as one of you, when underneath interaction feels like too loud, too bright, just not quite right. Everybody's talking in riddles and rhymes. I need more time to process and find. She's got her head in the clouds. She's on another planet. We're on another planet together. Two loners walking side by side, not streetwise, each other's guide to life outside the door. I listen to sleep to dampen my brain, 4x4 again. Crawl outside the door, avoiding the eyes. Drown her at birth, let her count cast. Defective genius, still a child. Her head's in the clouds. Her head's in the clouds. Too loud, too bright, just not quite right. Everybody's talking in riddles and rhymes. I need more time to process and find. She's got her head in the clouds. She's on another planet. We're on another planet together. Two loners walking side by side, not streetwise, each other's guide to life outside the door. Neuron, we collide. The pathways of our minds semi-brief, outpourings of sadness, outpourings of fury, grief, anger bright, just not quite right. Everybody's talking in riddles and rhymes. I need more time. 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 Thank you.
Thank you.
What a gorgeous piano. I brought my Bontempi organ with me, and then they said they've got this.
This is Beryl.
You might think that she was born on two wheels, Mum and Dad behind her and the stars at her heels. Never looking back, I'm gonna make me mark. Never looking back, I'm gonna make me mark. Born into nothing, a shy awkward lass. Coordination, same fight as a dance. Never looking back, I'm gonna make me mark. Never looking back, I'm gonna make me mark. I will not lead a life of disillusionment and disappointment. Barrel, heartbeats to the pedal, like the salmon has to leap. Not about the medals, her feet flat to the metal. Push and push and push, repeat. Mother, worker, wife, champion on side, like a curly crop, tightly organised. Never looking back, I'm gonna make me mark. Never looking back, I'm gonna make me mark. Sprockets and mudguards, Charlie's a guy, dancing through the ginnels, the queen of British tie. Never looking back, I'm gonna make me mark. Head down, eyes forward, pulsing, sprinting to find the sweet spot. Barrel, her heart beats to the pedal, like the salmon has to leap. Not about the medals, her feet flat to the metal. Push and push and push, repeat. Go on, Beryl. You can do it. Not far now. It's Aberdeen. Hang on a minute. Is that an electric bike?
Don't tell anyone.
I will not lead a life of disillusionment and disappointment. Beryl, her heart beats to the pedal, like the salmon has to leap. It's not about the medals, her feet flat to the metal. Push and push and push, repeat. I push and push and push, repeat.
Beryl Burton!
Barrow!
I am the keeper of secrets. I keep my back to the wall. I am their mother and their daughter. They think I know nothing at all.
Assertion is aggressive, ambition a barren place. Pink is our prison, language homes to subjugate. right to education like fearless Malala. I am a woman in space. We've been choke chained and muted, fitted with concrete shoes, our wings clipped and tethered, assembled to be consumed. And when we look at Earth from above, swimming in the silent sea, there are no borders or limits. A pale blue dot is all we see. Holding it in tension like Valentina Tereshkova. Refusal to surrender, just like Rosa Parks. I Thank you. Thank you so much. We're going to sing you pretty much the only song we wrote in lockdown. It happened because somebody got in touch with us and asked to do a Zoom call. This woman, Sue Botcherby, from the South Pennines Park Trust. And we hadn't done Zoom before. No one had done Zoom before. And we got the generator going and suddenly Sue was in our loft in a nightie. There she was. And she told us about the South Pennines Park, this amazing place that we'd never heard of. And, well, it takes up parts of Greater Manchester, Huddersfield, Halifax, Otley, Ilkley, all the places that we know and love and that we come from. And she said, well, the thing is, the powers that be that were handing out national park status to places like the Lake District took one look at the South Pennines Park and went like this. Put a big red line through it. No, too much concrete, too industrial, too much rain, too many fish and chip shops. And she said, well, me and my friends decided to get together. We'd had a few gins. And we decided to self-appoint the South Pennines Park a national park. And we were like, right, that's great, Sue. And we were just about to press delete. And she said, and we'd like to commission you. Yes. What a wonderful idea, Sue. It's wonderful. Yes, we'd love to. And she said, could you do something for us? And we were a bit giddy. We said, we'll write you an anthem. She said, can you do it for next week then, please? And all we had been doing for the entire time was taking Flynn out in the sling and changing nappies. But we were like, yeah, no probs. And it took a bit longer than that. It took a few weeks, but we really enjoyed writing it. We thought about everything about lockdown, about the fact you could only go out once a day. People were going into the woods. Up near us, they were setting fire to Saddleworth Moor. It were all happening. And we put it all in, and everything she told us, and we wrote it, and we were really proud of it, and we sent it to her. And she came back on the Zoom call, and this time she had a different nightie on this time. And she said, yeah, we're a bit worried about this song. She said, we thought it might be an advert for the South Pennines Park, and you've just talked about the rain and the grey and the concrete, and yeah. But she said, don't worry, I've rewritten it for you. Have you now? This is where the story goes a bit odd. It turns into a Netflix crime documentary at this point. And I just have to say it's got nothing to do with me and Heidi. But unfortunately, almost straight away after that Zoom call, Sue fell down the stairs. Now, I don't know whether it was to do with a nightie or what. But she was quite badly hurt. But she did make a full recovery. And once she'd recovered, she'd completely changed her mind about the song. She loved it. And she appointed me and Heidi ambassadors of the South Pennines Park. So, yeah, it is absolutely amazing, isn't it, what a head injury can do. So, would you like to hear the song? Well, I'm afraid we've run out of time, but I'll go on then. So this is Chimney's, Moors and Me. I found myself in a wood 'cause I couldn't go anywhere else. Little things in my head hunker down and divide. Little griefs around a fire, spreading outwards, drifting far, scorching everything inside. Breathing out, our places don't fit the bill. Too much concrete, urban spill, rotten stall to Shipton Hall. Chimneys, moors and me, too industrial, so much rain, bursts of green against the grey. From the window of this train, bringing us home again.
I realised I'm still outdoors, flat-topped hills and dry stone walls.
I am free on this burning moor.
River valleys with wooded sides and lunar landscape is sturdily black.
Who decides where beauty lies? Crowded peace or a homemade pie? Mushy peas on the side when it's damp outside. Our places don't fit the bill. There's too much concrete and urban spill, scamming down to Hepton Stall. Chimneys, moors and me, it's too industrial, there's so much rain, bursts of green against the grey. From the window of this train, bringing us home again.
Fish and chips without the sea,
A hanky of sand at the reservoir. Millionaires without the cash. Cheers, we're happy
as we are, how the wind feels on my face, all the things I cannot say, all the tears I cannot mend, all the tears I cannot shed, hide the feelings from myself beneath this hook of trees. I'm breathing in. Our places don't fit the bill, the brutal beauty of mills and hills, black dyke brass to gracy fields, chimneys, moors and me, water, grit, blood and dirt, we're the proudest folk on earth. Pennines pulsing through our veins, bringing us home again.
Thank you.
Wasn't an easy birth, smacked me head coming out, made me rugged, shoulders broad, ready to carry, ready to work, foreign on me tongue, dialect disarm, spot the incomer miles away, when I turned up, knowing no one, when I showed up, knowing no one. Cold Valley hearts, necklace of red. Cold Valley hearts, hand over heart over hand. Cold hands, warm hearts, lighting up the cut tonight, lighting up the cut tonight. Back a dam I saw her, translucent, barely there, cradle in a clutch of carrier bags, lullabies sung to air by the cenotaph, smoked from inside out, her furrows deep as a valley side, bejeweled with the kindest eyes. She has the kindest eyes. Cold Valley hearts, a necklace of red. Smog-stained stone makes us know we're home. Home.
Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Cold tonight. We're lighting up the good tonight. We're lighting up the good tonight.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for listening to us. A big thank you to Drew and Rich and all the volunteers and everyone. Sandra, Joy, Tom, everyone that makes this festival amazing. We're going to be signing CDs over there, but we're going to finish off with one you've probably not heard of before. Thank you. Gentleman Jack, a Yorkshire lady of renown, ever so fine, one toe the line, speak a name, gentleman frown. Chipped and all, she had them all, the fairest sex fell under a spell. Dapper and bright, she held them tight, handsome and seduced them well. Gentleman Jack, oh gentleman Jack, watch your back, you're under attack. The husbands are coming, you better start running, but nobody likes a Jack the Lass. Jack the Lass, Jack the Lass, no one likes a Jack the Lass. The code is cracked, your bags are packed, the knives are out for Gentleman Jack. Proud and stout and full of clout, she played the families at the game. Sharp of mind, she's one of a kind, devilish ways that men couldn't tame. In no way revealed today, loaded words in diaries found, once exposed in a baffling code, lusty letters all ever bound. Gentleman Jack, oh gentleman Jack, watch your back, you're under attack. The husbands are coming, you better start running, but nobody likes a Jack the Lass. Jack the Lass, Jack the Lass, no one likes a Jack the Lass. The code is cracked, your bags are packed, the knives are out for Gentleman Jack. Quiff slipped, all right. Are you good singers, Shrewsbury?
Always.
I can see good singers in the audience, actually. Right then, we're going to split you up into two groups. How are we going to do that, Heidi? Heidi was an air hostess a few years ago when times were hard. She's never lost it. Everyone to the left of Heidi Tidow is in Team Ann Walker with me. Now, don't look so disappointed. Ann Walker had much power underneath those shoulder pads. And everyone to the right of Heidi Tidow is in Team Ann Lister. Yeah, all right. So, Team Ann Walker, you're going to sing with me. It goes like this. Behind her back, she's Gentleman Jack. Try that. Nice.
Team Lister. She's Gentleman Jack behind their backs. Sing it with me. She's Gentleman Jack behind their backs. Gorgeous.
Team Walker. Behind her back, she's Gentleman Jack.
She's Gentleman Jack behind their backs.
Behind her back, she's Gentleman Jack.
She's Gentleman Jack behind
her backs. Behind her back, she's Gentleman Jack.
She's Gentleman Jack behind their backs.
Behind her back, she's Gentleman Jack.
She's Gentleman Jack behind their backs.
Behind her back, she's Gentleman Jack.
She's Gentleman Jack behind
Jack, watch your back, you're under attack. Their husbands are coming, you better start running, for nobody likes a Jack the Lass. Jack the Lass, Jack the Lass, no one likes a Jack the Lass. The cord is cracked, your bags are packed, the knives are out for Gentleman Jack. Thank you!
Thank you very much, thank you!